Okay. Okay. Hopefully this works. Oh my god, this is like my 5th time doing this. Anyways, I just, hopefully the camera doesn't stop recording. If I look to the side, I'm trying to like see if it's still recording or not. And I just got back from work, so disregard my appearance and my voice, and I'm going to try to do this very quickly because technically I'm just testing out my camera, so it's grand. Oh god, okay, I'm just pardon me for a second. I need to go to the, I don't like the Tumblr app. It's like, it's still recording. I'm so nervous about this. Okay, so Tea with the Winchesters asked, who are your top 3 role models? Okay, in short, obviously I'm gonna say the first one being the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, obviously, because let's just not even go into how amazing he was, mashallah, just wow. The second one is going to be Yasmin Mujahid. Some of you might know her. She is a writer, a speaker, a teacher. She's amazing. Like, she's where I want to be, because I'm pretty sure she had a degree in psychology, and she basically is into like psychology and Islam like me, and like finding parallels between it, and she always talks about like the heart, your soul, and I relate a lot to the things that she says. And if you haven't bought her book Reclaim Your Heart, I highly recommend it. It's probably one of my most sought after books when I'm feeling crappy. And my last role model is obviously my mum, just because of everything. Like, she is the person I want to be, inshallah, when I grow up. Live life like there is no tomorrow. They asked, do you still live in Ireland? LOL, that's the only one I could come up with. No, I don't live in Ireland, unfortunately. I moved to Canada in 2010 in October, so I live in Canada now, but it's grand, no bother. What's my favorite Disney character, and describe your perfect day? My favorite Disney character, I don't have one, and I know that's abysmal, but I really don't have one. I'm not much into Disney. Like, I remember watching it when I was a child, but like, I like Disney, I'll watch it. I just don't have a favorite Disney character. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, I love Aladdin, like that movie. I love... Is The Fox and the Hound Disney, or is that something else? I don't remember, but I love that. That was a waste of a question. And describe your perfect day. My perfect day would be... I love being outdoors, so going on a hike with like close friends, and afterwards getting like an iced cap from Tim Hortons or something. Just like being outside and being with my friends and just having coffee. Review something for your video, maybe a book or whatever you'd like to share. Oh, I was going to review something, I just don't want to go get it. But it's a book and it's called Don't Be Sad, and I'm sure everybody knows about it. But I've been meaning to read that for years and years and years. I think I am, I don't even know. I'm going to review, but really just talk about is, guys, this is traumatic for me. Sorry, I get it. The book I'm gonna review or talk about basically is Don't Be Sad. I forget who wrote it, but when you look it up, it will just come up. And it's one of the best books. Like, you guys know I had a mental like breakdown. I had a like emotional breakdown. You don't even understand what I was going through. Like, it was really bad. I've never felt like so like low in every meaning of the word, and that book brought me back up. Like, that book saved me pretty much. Like, alhamdulillah for that book. It's really good. It teaches you how to like focus on like the now and not like worry about the future and the past, and like it really helps build your trust back with Allah. Like, it gives you these amazing reminders and just things that you need to hear in your time of like pain. It's as if it just speaks to you. It's one of the best books I've read like this year, I think. Anonymous asked, what are your thoughts about the Camp X-Ray trailer? That's the one with Kirsten Stewart about Guantanamo Bay, right? I think it is. Yeah, it is. I commented on that before. It looks, I'd go watch it, honestly. I think I'm happy that Hollywood is making a movie about such a sensitive like topic or situation or whatever. But it's funny because last night I was watching Vice News, and I actually shared it on my blog. I was watching a doc that this girl went into Guantanamo Bay as a media correspondent thing, majiggy, and she spoke to some of the like ex-detainees and ex-guard person, and he's a Muslim now. And honestly, like I'm wondering if the movie is going to show that aspect, like show like the reality of the situation, not like just talk about it. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm tired. Ali, okay, The Alchemy of Happiness. You guys should follow him. Ali, he's amazing. One of the most loveliest people I've ever met on Tumblr. Mashallah, he's amazing. He asked, he wants to hear more about Ireland. Tell us about the city you used to live in and what made it special. Was there a specific spot you really liked or enjoyed visiting often? Something like that. Well, I'm from Carlow in Ireland, and that's in the southeast. And basically, the southeast is really nice. It's like, it's just where most people live. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And I was from Carlow, so it was a very small town. What I liked about it was that everybody knew everybody. You could pretty much walk downtown or whatever and then meet your teacher or your neighbor or everyone, and you just know everyone. I love that sense of knowing people, the sense of community and familiarity. Like, that's my favorite thing about like a town. That's why I love where I live in Canada right now. It's small compared to like other parts of Canada. So again, the sense of familiarity comes back into it. But I think what made Carlow special was just that Carlow is filled with like families from years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago, and they're still there and they're with their children and their generations. So it's just like a very family oriented little town, and it's only like an hour and a half away from the capital, which is Dublin, but it's just really tiny and cute. I love that about it. And one of my favorite spots there was, there was a park that we had, the town park, and they had like this greenery stuff. Like, it was basically a field, but it had ripples on it, so it went like this kind of. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, it went like that, and you could like roll down it or run down it and sit there and just summer days in the Carlow town park. Those were good. Person asked, what's my favorite hijab style? I don't really know. I kind of got lazy this year. I don't really care about my hijab, and you all know I was going through that thing where I was struggling with the hijab. So like, okay, ask anyone in real life who knows me or who sees me almost every day. I literally, like, even check my Instagram. This is the only scarf I wear. Like, I don't know why I keep wearing the scarf in the same style that I wrap it around. I don't know why. I used to be obsessed with the Hana Tajima scarf, which is just like the one that has the bangs kind of thing. I used to love that, and that used to be my like signature hijab look. That's how like people would always be like, oh my god, it's so pretty, but I just don't do it anymore. I don't know why. I don't know, this one's fast and simple, so I really like this. And if you want to know how to do this, you can YouTube austere attire, and they have really good hijab tutorials on this look. Yes. Okay, advice. Anonymous said, advice to anyone looking to strengthen their deen. P.S. You're wonderful. I make dua for you often. Well, jazakallah khair, and I will make dua for you too. Advice to anyone looking to strengthen their deen. Well, I don't want to like talk too much about it because I'm scared that this is going to stop recording. But just know, like, it's normal for your iman or your faith to go up and down. Like, the best of us will have days where we feel like there's no point to doing anything, to trying, or like even working towards doing anything. And then other days we'll feel like we're amazing and we're doing so well and we're on the right path and this is awesome and blah blah. It's like two opposite poles, and it's fine. Sometimes you're in between, sometimes you're at either end. But the first thing I would say is, honestly, this one thing you can apply to any problem you have, and it works like 100%. Honestly, it's like legit. Work on your salah, work on your prayer. And I know if you pray already and you still have problems and you still have low iman, it means you're obviously not doing something right. Like, I know sometimes I'll pray and I don't feel anything or do anything, and sometimes I'll pray and it just like, it hits me like, whoa, I needed this. So work on your prayer, okay? Like, when you're praying, like, understand who you're praying to, and after you're done praying, like, make dua. Like, I cannot emphasize the importance of making dua. Like, you're just honestly, don't even recite anything you know off by heart. Just sit there and be honest and talk to Allah. Honestly, the more you talk to Allah, the more familiar you're gonna be to Him, like, with Him, sorry. And it's just like, if you focus on building that relationship with Allah again, everything else just becomes so much easier. That, and just kind of like figure out in your life what's kind of the root of your problems. Because I remember when I was going through my low in Iman a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago actually, I remember I was going to take the hijab off. Why was I going to take the hijab off? Because I was having problems with the people in my life, with relationships and friendships in my life, and I was basically projecting my frustration with that like part of my life onto something that I could potentially control, which is the hijab. I can control, like, I can take it off if I wanted, you know, like, nothing's really stopping me. It's my choice. So I would project my frustrations with different parts of my life onto my hijab. So sometimes we tend to project problems that we have in other parts of our life onto our faith. And the more you kind of ask yourself certain questions, the more you look at your life, the easier it kind of gets to find the root of why you're having these issues. So, salam. Walaikum salam. That was anonymous. A question for your vid. How do you, I don't know what's the right word for this, handle / cope / take care of the baggage you have from your past? How do you move on from it? Please do rephrase my question. LOL, sorry, my English is atrocious. No, it's not. Your English is so good, mashallah. What are you talking about? Okay. How do you handle baggage and move on from your past and stuff? Actually, the book I'm reading, Don't Be Sad, talks a lot about this. Basically, just be mindful of the fact, especially as Muslims, you know, some things are written and you just have to accept it. What's making like life easier for me right now is basically I'm trying not to focus too much on the past. The past happened, okay? It happened for a reason. It's gone. It's fine. Whatever. The future, like, to an extent, yes, we know what's going to happen, but really, like, you're in the moment now. Tomorrow hasn't come yet. You don't know what's written to happen tomorrow. The only person who does is Allah. So why waste your energy on the past or the future? Just live in the moment now. Live on focusing on bettering yourself, on pleasing Him, on being good to those around you. Sometimes I feel like we put too much emphasis on the things we did before or on past, like, parts of our life in the past. And one of my friends, Al-Hassan, he's amazing. You guys know he's amazing. He told me, like, during my breakdown, it's really hard to move forward when you regret something. So if you've done things in the past or you're trying to deal with your baggage in the past, don't regret it, okay? Accept that it happened, you know, and say alhamdulillah that it happened, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was you sinning, whether it was you doing whatever. Say alhamdulillah, it happened. It was meant to happen. I truly believe things happen for a reason, so you need to look at what you learned from whatever happened. What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about how you think, how you feel, how you see things? Don't feel like whatever happened, don't feel like that basically is who you are, because it's not. You know, we all make mistakes. We're not perfect. We were made like that. We were created to make mistakes and fall down and come back up and go back to Him. So everything that happens for a reason. And the easiest thing to do to move on is just accept what happened and just kind of make the intention that you want to better yourself, and that, you know, just honestly the best thing you can do is, again, make dua, like, seek help from Allah and, like, be open to Him, talk to Him, let Him know, like, that you regret what happened or that you have these things in the past and you really want to move forward, and, like, tell Him to, like, ask Him to help put it in your heart to move forward in a positive way. Like, it's possible, it's doable. I've done it, or I'm trying. Khubsurat, who has an amazing name, I really like your name, she asked me, when did you join Tumblr and why, and what was the most important day in your life? I joined Tumblr in 2000 and 2011. No, 12. I think it was 2012. The reason I joined was because Harry Potter was ending and I wanted to look at pictures of Harry Potter and the movie and the books. So I made a Tumblr so I could follow people on who would I just joined for the Harry Potter fandom. Basically, that's essentially why I joined, which is hilarious because I used to reblog pictures of Harry Potter and now I'm just like, nope, emo-licious on my posts, on my word posts. And that was why I joined Tumblr. What was the most important day in your life? Honestly, so far, I'm gonna say wearing the hijab. Like, honestly, I think starting to wear the hijab was one of the most important days of my life because when I started wearing this, that's when I started reading more about like my faith. That's when I started practicing. That's when I started having an interest in my faith, when I started like being actually enthusiastic about learning about my faith, and I was like, whoa, like this is a whole new side of me. I like it. I'm gonna like focus on it. So I think definitely starting to wear the hijab so far was the most important day of my life. I'm just seeing if there's any other questions. I don't think there would be. This is so, and I keep looking outside. Okay, this is so weird because I keep looking here, here, and then at the camera. I think those are all the questions. Yeah. I think those were all the questions. Yes, I did it, and it's still recording. It looks like it's still recording. Okay, so that's good. What else do I want to say? I don't think I need to say anything else or do anything else. And also, please ignore whatever is happening in my background. My room is a mess. I'm not even gonna explain why it's a mess because my life is a mess. Just kidding, no it's not. But yeah, I like talking to myself, so this is natural to me. I don't really care, and I might make more of these and maybe do like longer ones with one particular question because I got some serious questions, but I'm gonna type those out because they're gonna require a very lengthy response, which and I think that's it. I don't know if this worked and how long it's gonna take for me to put this. This is all new for me. I am not a YouTube person or a video person, so it's grand. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone because I know I made a post about it, but legit, the past like month or a few weeks, I was just like losing my actual mind. I was losing my brain. I couldn't deal with anything. And like flipping so many of you like message me. Like I don't even know half the people who message me, but I just wanted to like hug you and love you forever and bake you like Nutella cookies because people aren't that nice. Honestly, people aren't that nice. And when you get a message when you're feeling down from someone you don't even know and they're like there for you, you can tell how genuine they're being. It just like warms your heart and you just like it's just so nice. So honestly, Jazakallah khair, thank you so much for being there for me. And yes, I'm gonna try stop recording this now and stop rambling. Hopefully it worked. If it didn't, I'm gonna